Okay, so in this video I'm going to show you, or at least try and illustrate for you, what the derivative of this function is. And you should be very familiar with this function. It's y is equal to cosine x. And remember that cosine of 0 is 1, and then when we go around the unit circle and we get to pi over 2, the x value on the unit circle is 0, and then the x value on the unit circle at pi is negative 1. See here, negative 1. We go all the way around to 3 pi over 2. The x value is 0 again, and then we go back to the start, which is the same value, pi over 2 and 0 radians, same thing. The y value is 1. So yes, this is cosine x. Should be review for you. So what we see here is this is the slope at this value, whatever that x value is. This negative 0.53 is the slope at that line, at this instantaneous tangent line. Not the best line I've ever drawn. But you can actually see here, if I so here's the instantaneous slope, right? And so at this x value, it's negative 0.51. So what we have here is this point being graphed, which is the same x value. However, instead of the same y value, it's plotting the slope. So this is the slope, which makes sense. The slope is negative, so the point will be down here, negative same x value and negative 0.51. So as I bring this graph forward, or this point forward, you can see it gets more and more negative, which means it's going to go down even more negative. The y value is going to get lower and lower. And you can see here it gets pretty steep, negative 1, and then it starts to go back up. It's because it's less and less steep. And then right here you can see that the slope is 0, which means there's an x-intercept. Sorry, it locks into that one, so I'm missing some points. Oh, there we go. Starting to fill in. Okay, and then now the slope is positive, which means it's up here, up above the x-axis, and then it gets to its steepest point, and then it comes back down, and then you get a slope of 0. So my question is, what is this curve? What's the equation of this curve? Well, you know a couple of trigonometry functions by now. You know what sine and cosine looks like. So you should hopefully see right away what this function is. And I can graph you sine really quickly. So sine goes up. The y value is 1 at pi over 2, and then it goes back down. The y value is 0 on the unit circle. The y value is 0 at pi. And then we go around. The y value is negative 1 at 3 pi over 2. And then we go back up. The y value is 0 at pi over 2. So here's sine. What is the purple one? Well, hopefully you're thinking exactly what I'm going to say, and that the purple one is negative sine. So y prime, so if y is cosine x, then y prime is negative sine x. I hope this helps.